Welcome back, everybody. We're working on a 2006 3500 Duramax again. Today we're going to be doing the rear end, and this has the 11.5 ring gear American axle. The big beefy one. Now, as far as I know, from the research I've done, all the 2500 and 3500 Chevys, and actually most Dodges since '01, Chevy since '01, all of the heavy duties have this 11.5 American axle. Okay, I don't know about the gas. I believe all 3/4 tons have this. The gas may be different, but something I read said a quick way to tell is on the 10.5 ring gear, the ring gear itself is on the passenger side, and the driver's side tire is the drive tire. Now on a majority of axles, it's on the driver's side, and the passenger rear tire is the drive tire. So just a quick way to tell. Also, it is a 14 bolt. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean off some dirt and stuff around here, and then let's see what kind of bracket we're working with here. Looks like these are all held on by the bolts. So we'll get this cleaned up. First thing I want to do is take these 3 bolts out that are holding brackets and move that stuff out of the way, and then we'll start working on the rest of them. It's always good to kind of wipe the dirt away before you take it apart. Something I learned the hard way. So anyway, we'll get going there. I believe this holds 4-ish or 5 quarts of 75W90 full synthetic. I've got the stuff with limited slip in it. And I've also got a few tools here. Those are all, double checking what I'm saying. Yep, they're all 13mm. Okay, I've got a few assortments of sockets and stuff here. But anyway, we're gonna start pulling them out. So I left this bolt and this bolt in. They're backed out about 1/3 of the way. Okay, now I'm going to take my screwdriver and pry right here and kind of twist and pry a little bit. Be gentle not to damage that surface there. And just break the seal. It'll start leaking. Now you have to hold it away to get it to drain quicker. But anyway, the reason I left these in is because if you break this seal and it just happens to want to come off, then all of the fluid inside of this half bowl here is going to go directly onto you. And gear oil is disgusting. It smells probably one of the worst smells of the automotive industry. But anyway, that'll keep it from coming out all over you. So I'll hold this open while it drains, and we'll get to clean out the inside. And in case anybody's wondering, this is a AAM, there we go, AAM ratchet off of Amazon. It's about 80 bucks. I'll leave the link for it in the description. It's been a great ratchet. These bolts are really tough to get out, and anyway, it's done a good job. So we'll get on with it. All right, so I got the cover off. I end up having to take this bolt loose and this bolt loose to push that brake line up a little bit on top of the pumpkin back here, just to give me a little more room. I didn't want to hang it down in front of the face of that later when I'm cleaning it, which actually is right now. So best thing to do is hit this with a scraper and get all this old crap off. You can wire brush it. I'm going to use a wire brush on a drill actually, but after I scrape it, if you don't get this stuff off, you can see it's already coming apart. And you hit it with a wire brush, it's gonna spray all of that all over all the goodness in here, and you do not want that. So anyway, we'll get to scraping, clean this off best we can, and then hit it with a wire brush and do the same to the lid. All right, an hour and some change later, got all that paper cleaned off of both of these. I say that, I need to hit that little spot again. On the axle, I got it all cleaned off. Drilling a wire brush, I'm gonna say is probably the only way to do this. I had a scraper, I scraped off as absolute much as I could. The face of that axle, I don't know if you can see it, I'm sure yours is the same. It's kind of a rough cut. It's not polished all that smooth, and I believe this is part of the problem. The paper gasket, I'm guessing because of age, molded to the face of that and the cover. Anyway, pain in the butt to clean off, but you're here, you might as well clean it the right way so you don't have to do it again. Now, you don't have to use silicone on these, and I've got a Felpro gasket, so I'm not as worried about it deteriorating like that. But I'm gonna put just a little bit on the cover lid due to these little pressure point deals here. So I'm just gonna put a thin coat on here just in case, just for a little extra protection. If you don't have any, you don't have to. But I'm gonna put some black RTV on it after I get it cleaned inside and out, and then we'll be ready to go back in. And also, after you get done cleaning all that stuff on there, there will be crap inside there. You can't keep it all. So I like to spray it down with engine degreaser and then go back with some high pressure brake cleaner, probably a full can, and just rinse the crap out of it. So anyway, we'll get moving. So I've got a real thin coat of Permatex on here. Make sure you get any dry buggers. If you've had the tube a while, you might get a few. Anyway, babbling on, it's the end of the day. Okay, so on most of these seals, you always want the print out. Now this will be on the outside of what you're sealing against, so make sure you got it lined up the right way. Kind of hard to do with this in my hand. I'm gonna set it down. So just line it up. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay, line up the holes. Now in some gaskets they'll have a couple small holes that you can start bolts in to keep everything together. This one does not, so something the Permatex will help with is you can get it all lined up and then stick it down to the Permatex a little bit, and that'll help you keep it on there as you fish it up into the gap and put it on the axle. So now we'll move it underneath the truck. We'll clean the face of that one last time, give it spray down with brake cleaner and a quick wipe around, and put it on. And super easy. So now we're going to torque them down. The pattern I'm going to use is to start here on this side, torque this one down, go to the other side, same bolt, torque it down, and keep working away from the center. I'll probably get to here and then go do the tops up there, do the bottoms, top one, bottom one. Okay, and the reason I want to do that is because I want I want to squeeze it in evenly from the middle out. So the torque spec is 43 to 62 foot-pounds for these American Axle cover bolts. I'm gonna start it at 20, and then I'm gonna move up probably to 40. We'll see how that feels. I've done one of these where I went to 50, and it just didn't feel right. It felt like way too much. So we're gonna do 20, and then maybe even step up 30 and see how it feels. So anyway, we'll get doing that. Torqued on. I'm going to pull the plug, fill it up until it's coming out of the bottom of the plug hole. I'll go ahead and show you that. Okay, so right here's the plug. You want to fill the fluid up until it starts coming back out of here right at the bottom of this hole. Okay, so I'm gonna get doing that. I'm not gonna video it. I've got a storm coming in, so I'm kind of gotta cut this one short. But anyway, if you like the video, you want to see more, like and subscribe. I'll be trying to put more videos out here like this. I've got some step bars and tow mirrors to put on my personal vehicle, so I'll be putting a how-to video out on that. So anyway, we'll see you next time.